Welcome to Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Hey everybody, welcome back into Northland Basketball. Welcome to our courtside location at Holbrook High School. This is Tony Munoz Gymnasium, the site of a big matchup on the way here in just a bit. The 2-0 Page Sand Devils getting set to take on the mighty Roadrunners. The Holbrook Roadrunners hosting tonight. And the Roadrunner team, well, they're undefeated as well. They are 2-0 to start this campaign. And on the final day of November 2022, these two teams get together tonight for a big one. And we welcome you in to this broadcast of Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. You see the Holbrook Roadrunners being introduced to the audience here. That kid right there is going to... That's going to be a guy that you're going to watch all season long. Noah Brown, what a player, coming into a senior season for the Holbrook Roadrunners.
And number 22, San Francisco.
Well, folks, welcome in. I'm Floyd Simmons. It's my distinct privilege to call this broadcast of Northland Basketball here for you. And we are just about set and ready to go. The Roadrunners coming off a trip to the semifinals last year. Boy, they put together a great year, didn't they? And they are going to see if they can keep a great start, continuing against a quality opponent out there. Mention, of course, that the Sand Devils start this season Sand Devils have started this season 2-0. And they will control the ball here first. And their opening salvo is a shot from the corner. That's no good. The Roadrunners get the rebound. And the guy that pulled it down out there for you, who will throw a beautiful pass inside, Brandon Tapaha. And then his feed to Quentin Thomas in there is going to deflect off his hands. And that was helped out by a Sand Devil foul. The first whistle of the game on either of the teams. That puts the left-handed shooting Quentin Thomas at the line. It was Maximus Reed that committed the foul. Well, Quentin Thomas uncharacteristically missed both foul shots for the Roadrunners. We stay tied at 0, everybody. Sand Devils get another opportunity. Can't do anything with it. Stolen, taken away by the Roadrunners. Brandon Tapaha, the change of directions and too hard. Off the glass, wouldn't go in for him. There's a rebound for the Sand Devils, and they'll throw it away. Well, I thought it was last touch by the Sand Devils. Say the Roadrunners got the last touch of the ball, so we are still at zeros, everybody. 1 minute and 5 seconds into the action. Had a few whistles. Just one foul committed, that one by the Roadrunners. Oh, nope, that was the Sand Devils committed that a moment ago. Here comes the inbound pass. Orlando Yazzie. You remember him. Great name. 2 years ago in the state championship, he was a youngster that I believe, picked up our Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. Might have picked it up in the championship game as was a sophomore. Had a lights-out game for them as they knocked off the Snowflake Lobos to win a title. Here's the three from the corner. The Roadrunners able to get some points on the board. Big three-point make out there for Sam Francisco. Yes, you heard it right. Gotta love the combination on the name, don't you? Here's Yazzie on the drive. Landon Yazzie making that one look easy and pretty. Shot good. Holbrook in front 3-2. Whistle and a foul. Hand check out there on the baseline. One of the Sand Devils got into Tapaha on that one. That'll be the first foul today on the Sand Devils. Jimmy Alvarez picking up that foul. There's a ball tip. Stolen, taken away by the Sand Devils. Taken right back. Quentin Thomas up to Tapaha on the baseline. And he threw a nice pass that wasn't handled. And then we get a foul. And we'll see who picks up the foul. The Roadrunners called on this one. And the guy that committed it, Izzy Ramos. And the answer is yes, he is Ramos. 3-2 our score. Here's the inbound for the Sand Devils. Yazzie brings it up. Boy, did that foot move. Close one, right? Off to Max Reed, and now this is Bryce Williams, and Williams gets called for a travel. And a turnover. So it's Roadrunner basketball. They're going to feed it to the corner right side for a three. That one will rim off there. Close, no cigar for Francisco and a steal. Quentin Thomas now left side for three. Noah Brown's shot would not go in. And so it's going to be the Sand Devils again going to work. They'll drive that baseline on the left side. And an offensive foul. I'm not seeing any indication of a foul. Turnover. Team fouls like this. Sand Devils have two. Holbrook has one team foul. Neither team has called a timeout yet. You can see on the scoreboard graphic there when we have access to it, we give you the automatic count on the timeouts. That's those dashed lines beneath the team names on your scoreboard graphic there on your screen. And a Page foul is called. Check the Sand Devil foul for you a moment ago as we watch Noah Brown with the head fake, but he missed on the three try. Who got that? Anybody know? Check it. We get a turnover. The Sand Devils turn it over. The Roadrunners will have it. That was Izzy Ramos who made the shot for the Roadrunners a moment ago. And here comes the inbound for Holbrook. Brandon Tapaha on the clear out. And he finished with the right hand. He didn't go lefty with that one. He got the reach, scooped it up there, and then he came down a little awkwardly. You see him limping around just a bit out there right now, but he's all right. Nothing big on that. They're going to get him off the floor. So hopefully Tapaha is just fine. He gets replaced in the Holbrook lineup. Yeah, they replaced him out there is Jaden Kinlicini. There's the drive and a good-looking finish for the Sand Devils. Jimmy Alvarez. Holbrook on top, 7-4. Noah Brown, reverse direction, drive, kick it to the corner. That was too tall for Thomas. Served it outside. Thomas, boy, Holbrook's fast. Well, they can move with the ball and without the ball, and, well, they're going to move now into the foul category. Izzy Ramos called for a foul for the Roadrunners, his second of the game. That accounts for the total of Holbrook fouls so far in the first half. We played the first 5 minutes and 4 seconds of the quarter, and Holbrook has committed just those 2 fouls. Sand Devils have 3 team fouls right now. 7-4 our score. The Roadrunners are going to pressure the ball a bit on the inbound. Not much. And up into front court. And a takeaway. Noah Brown anticipating. Quentin Thomas finishing. That's a strong hand. You're not going to stop the lefty in transition. Thomas with the bucket. Holbrook on top by 5. It's got that feel that the Roadrunners could just break it open at any time. The lead already up to 5, and just like that, they're able to, with that defense, force it away. Thomas, beautiful pass up the floor. That was a great pass by Thomas to Jaden Kinlicini. Jaden just couldn't handle it. Oh, pardon me, that was us. It was Jaden, wasn't it? So the Sand Devils are trying to work it. They almost lose it. Nice little move on the baseline, but the shot wouldn't go down. They needed that shot to try and stop some of this Holbrook momentum. Roadrunners on the drive, the dish. Noah Brown did not need to get the assist. He had the basket, but he decided he wanted to set his teammate up, which he did nicely. Darren Talaman, is that the, no, that's the wrong team. No, that's right, Darren. There's a Talaman playing for Holbrook. I'm sorry, I'm used to that. If it's a Talaman, I'm used to them playing for the Sand Devils. That's, or maybe that's Duran. Let me get it pronounced correctly. Duran is what I'm gonna go with. Talaman with first points as he checks into the Holbrook lineup. Sand Devil shot that won't go in. Roadrunners in the middle of that pack get a rebound from Brandon Tapaha. He ends up on the ground again, by the way. Underneath to Tolman, he feeds it out, and Quentin Thomas on the drive. That was pretty, and he floated, and the defender, while he's in midair, slid out there. I think he did. I think he slid out in front. The official's going to call a charge. And I'm kind of with the crowd a little bit on that. I don't know if we got a replay on that or not, but that was I'll be interested if we did in seeing that one again, because it kind of had that feel like he was floating and the defender had time to shuffle over there and get in the way. Either way, that's an offensive foul. Ball punched out. Sand Devils lost it. Roadrunners bring it up in the front court. That's Kinlicini. Drops it back to Noah Brown. Well, Noah hasn't had yet, he hasn't taken over the game. And if there's anybody on the floor that can take over the game, it's Noah Brown. Or maybe that guy right there on the drive and the kick. That's Tapaha who kicks it to Kinlicini. Missed the shot. Tapaha battles for the rebound. Boy, Brandon Tapaha has been on the floor a lot in this game. He has been knocked down and tripped over guys and spilling all over the place as the Roadrunners will get the ball on a ball out of bounds. There's Tapaha right there to throw it in for the mighty Roadrunners. Their lead right now with 26 seconds remaining in the quarter is 11-4. 11-4. Holbrook in front. It's been a drought, a scoring drought for the Sand Devils. Their head coach, Justin Smith, who took a year off of coaching the Sand Devils, and during that year off actually coached the Tuba City Warriors, and now he's back wearing the proud red of the Page Sand Devils. Tapaha, open three. That's going to be no good off the front iron. Kinlachini pushed to get position from behind, according to the official. And Jaden Kinlachini gets the personal foul for the Roadrunners. He went up. He had the vertical advantage on the jump, but he got a little hand in the back on the way up, and that's a personal foul. 5 team fouls on the Roadrunners now. Inbound, Sand Devils. And at the close of the quarter, they're going to get a shot away. Orlando Nyazi launching that one from over there on the left side of things, but it didn't quite hit the mark, and that brings us to the end of the quarter, everybody, as we bring you our broadcast coverage of Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. 11-4, the Holbrook Roadrunners with the lead as we close out the first quarter. We'll be back with more in a moment. Don't go anywhere. It's Northland Basketball, brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless.
No matter the occasion, large, small, or just because, the Bloomhouse Floral Designs, located in Pine Top, will create the perfect bouquet to capture your moment perfectly. Offering the widest selection of beautiful and unique floral designs and accents, the Bloomhouse serves as your personal creation expert. We are open to serve you Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Same day and rush deliveries are available. Stop by or order online at bloomhouseflorals.com.
Welcome back in, Northland Basketball fans, Sports Zone Nation. Welcome into our coverage of Northland Basketball. Presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Here's a whistle and a quick foul committed by Sand Devils as we begin. Again, the second quarter, and the Roadrunners in front, 11-4. Tapaha tries to get it into Noah Brown, and it's off his hands, out of bounds. And the Roadrunners are they're gonna run some defense up the court here. Full court press. Inbound to Tyree Stingley. Tyree was a great football player on the Page Sand Devil team. They work an open shot on the left side to Bryce Williams, but his shot is going to be no good. Neither team has been able to make the jumper fall with any regularity in the game yet today. And that one gets knocked out of bounds. So the second quarter is underway. Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. 11-4 is our score. Orlando Nyazi will set his team up for an inbound play here. And we'll see what they're going to run. Are they going to look for somebody in the middle? Yep, Tyree Stingley. I thought they might work it that way, and they did successfully. The shot is good, and a foul. Well, you look for the biggest guy out there, and I don't know, what is it, 50% of the time or more, you're going to get that kind of play right there. Let's run the big guy on a curl to the basket. Now, if I'm him, I probably would not have dribbled it. At the same time, if he didn't dribble it, he might not have drawn the foul, so which he turns into a three-point play. So give the big man credit. Shot's good. Stingley's first points of the game. 11-7. Our score, Noah Brown. Outside, and a three-pointer good for Brandon Tapaha. Well, anytime there's a Tapaha on the floor, you expect to see a lot of that. And every time I come to watch Brandon play, I am always hopeful for a lot of that because he is so smooth, so good outside. Like his father was. I still think his father was, I think he's the greatest shooter in Holbrook history, Johnny Tapaha. Here's a shot from the corner. That's an air ball. Kinlachini missed the shot. Rebound, Lewis Tate gets into the game for the Sand Devils. And here is Orlando Diazzi trapped in backcourt. Just tenacious defense by the Roadrunners. They tie it up. It's a jump ball, boy, getting in there. Sam Francisco was a part of that. Quentin Thomas back there, but it was Francisco that really made the play. And tied it up for a jump ball. So the Roadrunners with a 7-point lead here in the second quarter. At halftime, by the way, the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Here's a three. Might have been influenced by Francisco, and Max Reed did not make the shot as a result. Then on the rebound, another jump ball. And the possession arrow favors Holbrook on this one, 14-7. Neither team has called a timeout yet here in the basketball game. Change of directions, Noah Brown. When is Noah going to start attacking, huh? Hey, look at them work the ball down to Quentin Thomas. The assist to Brandon Tapaha. And Thomas with the big shot right there. He's got a couple of baskets in this one early on. 16-7, Roadrunners. Ball way out on top. Kyan Tate is in the lineup. Here's a three that is off the rim, no good. Max Reed wouldn't go in. Tapaha rebound. Holbrook has it into front court. Kinlachini has it knocked from his dribble. It's good defense out there, hustling defense by Orlando Diazzi. Quentin Thomas checks out for a rest for the Roadrunners. Xavier Brown is on the floor. Is that maybe a younger brother? Is that a Noah Brown clone I'm looking at out there? Looks like it could be a much younger version of Noah Brown. He shares the name. I don't know if he's a brother or any relation at all, but I'm just looking at they look close enough to be related, that's for sure. Bryce Williams called for a body check out here on Noah Brown. Second foul of the game on Williams. Fifth team foul on the Sand Devils, and the Roadrunners continue with a 9-point lead into Brandon Tapaha. Folks, this is Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. We start to get pretty busy in December, especially at the Choice Wireless Classic Basketball Tournament at Chinley High School next weekend. Not this one, next weekend. We'll have Thursday, Friday, Saturday action there. Look at the Roadrunners. Look how active they are and how quick the hands are. And another jump ball. We've had more jump balls in this game than I can remember in a boys basketball game in a long time. The inbound. Orlando Diazzi into front court. Diazzi met by Francisco defensively. Holbrook in a man-to-man defensive set. Drive. Kyan Tate missed. Tyree Stingley followed, and the shot is good. The Sand Devils could use that and more of that. 5 points in the game now for Stingley. Tapaha, look at that change of directions. They just fooled the defender, went right by him. The bounce pass to Francisco, and he's got the bucket for the Birds. Off a beautiful assist from Brandon. No look inside. Stingley was not expecting it, and it's off his hands, out of bounds. That's a gorgeous pass thrown by Yazzie, but Tyree was not quite anticipating the fastball coming in on him like that, and the ball goes out of bounds. And the Roadrunners have it once again. Kinlachini, Noah Brown, Kyan Tate with a hand check. Sixth team foul on the Sand Devils. 4:39 remaining in the first half. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report comes up at the break. Noah Brown sets it up, throws it in for the Roadrunners, gets it back from Francisco. Over the right side, Xavier Brown gives it up. Brandon Topaha, change directions. Tyree Stingley staying with him. Defensively, Noah Brown kicks it. Topaha, he was open, dribbled in. And that was Xavier Brown, who missed a three, missed everything on that three-point try for the Roadrunners. Up the floor it goes. Are you ready for some George Strait concert tickets, everybody? Going to give those away in the second half of this game as we watch a scramble out there on the floor. And the Roadrunners able to get it away from Stingley. To Xavier Brown, back to Brandon Topaha, too far under. Kinlachini's follow, it won't go. Noah Brown for three in the corner. That one does go for the Roadrunners. Forces a whistle and a timeout, and that young man right there, we'll see if he gets loose in this one. Because Brandon Topaha can slay the dragon out there on the floor. Those are the first points of the game for Noah Brown. And a timeout taken by the Sand Devils as they fall behind by 12 now here with 3:47 remaining in the first half. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. We're going to give you a chance to win George Strait concert tickets. If you want to go to Vegas on Saturday to watch George Strait, if you can get yourself there, and by the way, you're going to have to get yourself there. We'll give you an opportunity to do so. Also want to mention something about our scoreboard graphic right there. You can see it on your screen right now. So you watch the Sand Devils get it in. And that is this. This is the first time we have ever used the blue that's found in the Roadrunners color scheme. We don't ever use the blue for Holbrook in the scoreboard graphic, but you know, their red is so close to the red of the Sand Devils. We just thought we would mix it up a little bit, and there you go. And there's another takeaway by the Roadrunners and a Noah Brown transition basket. 23-9, Holbrook pulling away here in the first half. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report on the way. But the scoreboard graphic, I get it. It's go big red. I get it. Trust me, I'm a Roadrunner. I graduated from Holbrook High School, and I don't like the blue, by the way. It is part of the color scheme, but it's such a small part. You can see in the uniforms out there, there's just some blue trim in the Holbrook uniforms. There's not much blue going on out there, okay? And so blue is not a predominant color, though it's in the color wheel of the Roadrunners. And that's why there's blue on the scoreboard. It's just because we're trying to give you a visual separation with the Page Sand Devils in their red. You know, we could have used black for Page, but we didn't. Look at that little tiny bit of blue squeezed into the uniform. Brandon Topaha commits the foul. That sends Tyree Stingley to the foul line, and the first shot for Tyree is good. Holbrook fans making a little bit of noise. Not enough, though, because Stingley banged them both down there, and he is 3 for 3 in the game at the free throw line for Page. He's got 7 points in the game. Cross-court pass outside. Sam Francisco gives it up. Quentin Thomas drives, floats off the glass. That lefty is so smooth. And a good looker by Quentin Thomas. 25-11, the Roadrunners in front. See that high dribble by Landon Yazzie. As long as you don't get the hand under it, you can dribble high if you want. Here's the drive. Well, looked good for a moment. Didn't go in, though. That was a good effort on the drive by Jimmy Alvarez. Roadrunners running up the floor. Thomas dropped back, and Brandon Topaha didn't see Stingley coming up the floor. That shot blocked from behind. But it don't matter because Quentin Thomas spots up for a big three, and the Roadrunners lead by 17. Huge lead. The Roadrunners are 2-0 coming into this. Well, Page is also undefeated, 2-0. As here comes the ball out this direction, and another Sand Devil turnover. Just under a minute or 2 minutes remaining here until halftime, until the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Our broadcast coverage of Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Also, a big thank you goes out to our good friends at Holbrook Family Dentistry in Holbrook, 928-524-6854. Contact them anytime. They are proud supporters of Northland Basketball. And they have been serving for years, for decades, they've been serving this area of the state, Northeast Arizona. Big thank you again to Holbrook Family Dentistry for their partnership here. Northland Basketball. There you go. There's your graphic. There's your visual. 928-524-6854 for Holbrook Family Dentistry. Brandon Tapaha. Well, he fooled the defense. And then his pass got away from his teammate. Back outside. Quentin Thomas. Mark it down. Big three for Quentin. Quentin's starting to find his stroke out there outside the line. Couple of threes back to back. He's got 12 points in the first half. Drive. Contact dish. Offensive foul on Orlando Yazzie. And for him, that's his first foul today. He has not been able to get his game dialed in just yet. There's Quentin Thomas, so smooth. Come on, man. That is good-looking stuff right there. And the Roadrunners leading big, 31-11. Into front court, Noah Brown. He is met by Kyan Tate defensively, man-to-man, Sand Devil defense. Brandon Tapaha backs it out. Hands it off. Xavier Brown, he double dribbled. Yep, he dribbled it off his left hip for the Roadrunner turnover. Holbrook's got their full complement of 5 timeouts, and I would not expect in the final 48 seconds they will spend any of those timeouts here. Sand Devils have 4 timeouts. Stoppage of play for a moment. Well, I don't know what it was about, but either way, it's Sand Devil basketball. And now we got foul shots for, I guess there was a foul committed by Xavier Brown. And that puts Orlando Yazzie at the line. Missed on the 1-and-1, and Tyree Stingley got into the back of the Roadrunner. The uneducated basketball fan is going to say that was over the back, but there is no such foul as over the back. That doesn't exist. That was contact made. I mean, we've all been there at the park playing a little pickup basketball game, you know, calling over the back left and right. There is no over the back. Hey, down in White River, they're playing the annual big matchup, Alchese and San Carlos, as we watch the foul shot. No good. Rebound, Brandon Tapaha. That one is good for Brandon. And the Roadrunners' lead keeps on growing. They're going to get it back. 25 seconds left in the half. Kinlicini fouled. That might be Yazzie. Yazzie was fronting him. We'll see if they get it, the guy in the front or the guy behind. It was Yazzie in front. Second foul of the game on Orlando. And 2 shots. 2 shots on the way for Jaden Kinlicini. So I was saying, Alchese and San Carlos are playing. The girls' varsity game is done. And it was the San Carlos Lady Braves defeating Alchese 48-47. Kinlicini missed them both. Both foul shots off the mark. Here is Page with the basketball, and 12 seconds till halftime up in the front court. And we get a foul. Foul this time on the Roadrunners. Jaden Kinlicini, his second foul. We approach halftime here, everybody. 12.5 seconds remaining in the first half. Kyan Tate, the guy at the line. perfect on that first try for the Sand Devils. Another one that's perfect. And now 10 seconds remaining till halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report coming up. Ken Lucchini, left side, 2 seconds. Gotta shoot it. I don't think the shot was away before the buzzer. Doesn't matter anyway. A 20-point halftime lead for the Holbrook Roadrunners. In this one, everybody, tonight from Holbrook High School. Another broadcast of Northland Basketball. We appreciate you joining us here on this one tonight. I have a report from somebody who says our broadcast went out. We're going to check on that. It doesn't look like it. Everything looks correct. We'll check that for you, everyone. Stand by. It's Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Holbrook 33, page 13. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report is up next.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
Summit Healthcare Orthopedics welcomes Curtis Ellsworth, DO. Dr. Ellsworth received his Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine from Midwestern University in Glendale, Arizona. He completed his orthopedic surgery residency at Research Medical Center in Kansas City, Missouri. Dr. Ellsworth is accepting new patients. Summit Healthcare Orthopedics, 4951 White Mountain Road in Show Low, 928-537-6700.
You know that excited feeling you get after you buy a car? You'll walk around it 5 or 6 times checking it out. You send selfies to your friends. You grab your family, friends, and coworkers the next day to see your new car purchase. Did you feel that happy when you were going in to buy it? Hatch Toyota's thinking is that you should be just as happy before you buy it as you are after. We start by not doing something. We do not have commissioned sales reps. At Hatch Toyota, we believe in non-commissioned product specialists. They're salaried, so they have no reason to pressure you to do anything. They understand that a great customer experience will lead you to telling your friends and your family about your experience. So when you're approached on the lot or in the showroom, you don't have to panic. Their task is to help you find the best vehicle for your lifestyle and your budget. Hatch Toyota Product Specialists, keeping the White Mountains rolling for 31 years. Or shop online all the time at hatchtoyota.com.
The holidays are here, and you could probably use some extra cash. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving away $500 cash. Not once, not twice, but every week now through Christmas. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is known for having great incentives like dinners and movies, full-service car washes, or $100 in window tint. But did you know all of our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council? Why? Because auto glass is a major factor in your vehicle's collision support. And because your family's safety is our #1 priority. And whether you've been naughty or nice, you'll get a chance to win $500 cash given away each week now through Christmas. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime. Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Okay, everybody, we're back in here at Holbrook High School. Welcome back into our broadcast coverage of Northland Basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. This is the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Halftime Report. Floyd Simmons reporting on site at Holbrook High School. And the Holbrook Roadrunners boys team is for legit reals. I don't know if I used that correctly. Can I say that? Can I say it like that? Derek? Yeah, I'm asking Derek Simmons, our producer, for legit reals. Does that work? Yeah. I figured that was how the kids are saying it these days. Holbrook 33, Page 13 at halftime. The Roadrunners are led by Quentin Thomas. Thomas with two back-to-back threes in that second quarter. He's got 10 points in the game to pace the Roadrunners in the scoring column. And then his trio of teammates have scored 7 points apiece. Noah Brown, Brandon Tapaha, and Sam Francisco have scored 7 points in that first half. Deron Tolliman has 2 points for the Roadrunners. Leading the way for Sand Devils is Tyrese Stingley. He's got 7 points. All of that came in the second quarter. And then three of his teammates have each scored 2 points apiece. Kyan Tate has 2. Orlando Yazzie 2 points. And Jimmy Alvarez 2 points for the Sand Devils. So a successful start to things for Page in this one tonight. They've got to feel pretty good about themselves. Or rather, the Holbrook Roadrunners 33-13. The score here now. Mentioned that Justin Smith has taken back over for the Sand Devils after he coached last year at Tuba City. Previous to that, the previous year, he led the Sand Devils to their first and only so far boys state championship. That was 2 years ago. And then he abruptly quit coaching. And I thought he was going to be out of coaching for a while, and then the next thing you know, he surfaced as the Tuba City Warriors coach and had a pretty good year with a pretty good squad last year. A pretty good group of talented Tuba City Warriors players, a senior heavy group that graduated a whole bunch of those guys off that team last year. This year's Tuba City team is a way different looking team than last year's. And one of the differences, they don't have Coach Justin Smith anymore as the head coach. He is now back at Page, and it's rebuilding time for the Sand Devils for sure. You can see it out there. This is not what you're normally accustomed to with the Sand Devils. On the other side, Delmar Johnson, the Holbrook head coach, in his umpteenth year as their head coach, has done some wonderful things with this program and these guys, and they're never big. The Roadrunners are never big, but they're always competitive, and more than anything to me is their core of players are so skilled, and that group they have out there right now is as skilled as I can remember in the past seasons. I mean, you've got guys like Noah Brown, of course, as good as he is, and Quentin Thomas out there. You see him on the replays right there, burying one of those 2 3-point baskets he made in the first half. This Roadrunner team is just great, and they're not big. They've got nobody, no big guy out there. They're not going to get him. There's nobody on the bench. You know, the tallest guy on the roster is Coach Greg Perkins, and he's a coach. And I say this with the most love and affection I can conjure up, but he doesn't have the hops anymore anyway. So if you were to get him out on the floor, it's not going to do you a lot of good. But in his day, that Wyoming Cowboy, in his day, Coach Perkins was the man. But their head coach, of course, is Delmar Johnson. And Greg Perkins is the athletic director. Delmar Johnson has these guys playing, as they always do, some great basketball. They rely on tenacious defense. They know how, Holbrook knows how, as well as any team I've seen, knows how to get in the passing lanes. And we're seeing it on display tonight with a defense from them that is playing lights out. And they've got the lead here, 33-13 at halftime. We're going to wrap up the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report and a word from Mountain Mobile before we get you ready for the second half. I also want to say thank you to our good friends at Holbrook Family Dentistry. Holbrook Family Dentistry is the newest of our broadcasting advertising partners at Sports Zone Radio. You see the graphic right there. Big thank you, Holbrook Family Dentistry. They are new partners. They serve all of Northeast Arizona, the Navajo Nation. General dentists at Holbrook Family Dentistry, they can do almost every procedure right there in-house, right there in their office in Holbrook, okay? Check them out, 928-524-6854. We are going to grab a timeout, and this word from Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, presenting the halftime report. The second half begins in a moment. A 20-point Holbrook lead. Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
The holidays are here, and you could probably use some extra cash. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving away $500 cash. Not once, not twice, but every week now through Christmas. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is known for having great incentives like dinners and movies, full-service car washes, or $100 in window tint.
Hey, Northland basketball fans, welcome back into our broadcast. When you don't secure your power, you lose power. Exactly what happened to us just now, everybody. Sorry about that. Our apologies, our fault. One of the local fans here decided to pull the plug on us. But we're back with 4:32 on the clock. You see it there on your scoreboard. Here in the third period, back into our broadcast of the matchup between the Holbrook Roadrunners and the Page Sand Devils. There's a drive. Bryce Williams taking it to the hole there for the Sand Devils. Contact on him. And the ball out of bounds. So no harm, no foul, no real harm. There was some slight harm in that. Here it comes Orlando Niazi, and he couldn't get it in time. 5-second violation. Now score 38-19. Halfway mark of the third quarter. Our entire broadcast momentum down the tubes. In a game that has seen the Holbrook Roadrunners kind of lighten up the Page Sand Devils. These two teams came in 2-0 apiece. And now a travel on the Roadrunners to give it back to the Sand Devils. Here, 4:07 on the clock. Brandon Tapaha will check out of the game. He's got 10 points. That leads the Roadrunners in scoring. A couple of teammates at 9 points. Quentin Thomas has 9. My mistake, that's Quentin that has 10. Pardon me on that. Brandon has 9. Brandon Tapaha checked out with 9. Noah Brown also has 9 points in the game. For the Roadrunners, Kyan Tate out there on the floor for the Sand Devils. He's got it for a moment. There's Orlando Niazi out there on top. Jimmy Alvarez is in the lineup as we watch Tate commit an offensive foul. Kind of leaned in there a little too much. You know, that used to be a very common way of getting to the basket for offensive players, but more and more you just can't do it anymore. Can't do it. They're going to catch you every time. It's an offensive foul. And Holbrook's Noah Brown brings it up in the front court. Want to mention that Max Reed is out there on the floor for the Sand Devils, and Joey Benali as well, part of the 5 that start the second half for the Sand Devils. Nice little dish to the cutter on the baseline, but Jaden Kinlicini unable to finish. Rebound Sand Devils, and a blocked shot by Quentin Thomas. He blocks the effort of Max Reed. Slaps it out of bounds. 3:18 on the clock. Well, we hope that we have a number of you that are tuned in right now to the broadcast. I don't know that that's entirely the case, but the hope and desire is that we do have a number of you out there tuned in as we watch a drive and a shot by Orlando Niazi go in. And I say I hope that because not only do we want to see it out there. By the way, who made that shot? Was that number 3? Was that? So Xavier Brown gets 2 points for the Roadrunners, and Brandon Tapaha gets a rebound off a Page miss. They'll push it up the floor, drop it back to Quentin Thomas, and then Noah Brown. And now on the right angle, Brandon Tapaha. Drive dish, Francisco. Sand Devil foul. Looks like Bryce Williams will pick up his 3rd foul of the game. 40-21, the Roadrunners with a big lead here in the third quarter. Back into it, Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. And here comes a Brandon Tapaha inbound pass for the Roadrunners. Gets it in. And the 3 on the way. Xavier Brown nails it. He didn't trust it. He didn't think that shot was going in, but it did go in for Xavier. He was following his shot and everything. I mean, when you feel it come off your fingers, you know it's going in. You never follow that. But he did that time. Here's the baseline move by Bryce Williams, and he got fouled by Jaden Kinlicini, who's not even on the floor. So I guess it was actually Sam Francisco picking up the personal foul. Two-minute mark of the third quarter. We got to give away some George Strait tickets here on our broadcast. So we get a whistle and a Noah Brown foul. Believe it or not, that's Noah's first foul committed today. Well, here's how we're going to give away some George Strait tickets. We're going to do it with the musical stuff, okay? But it's, I was going to do a George Strait thing, but I've decided I'm going to do something a little different because I know Northland basketball fans that if you're like me, and you are like me, as Orlando Niazi is guilty of another 5-second delay getting the ball in. That's the second time in the second half that Orlando has had trouble finding somebody, and we get the 5-second call on him and on the Sand Devils. So the Roadrunners, uncontested, do get the ball in themselves into Noah Brown. A minute 51 on the clock. 43-21, Holbrook in front. Hand off to Brandon Tapaha. I think we're going to see very little of these starters for the Roadrunners in the fourth quarter. They'll probably start the fourth quarter and then come out early. Tapaha, three. Good from that left corner. Brandon Tapaha doing Tapaha things out there. Big shot. Brandon's got 12 points in the game. 46-21. Drop back. And a three that won't go in. Brandon Tapaha rebound. A lot of tick marks for Brandon today. Making a strong run at the Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game Award we'll announce at the end of the contest, brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. So here's what we're going to do. I've got a cell phone here you can text to, okay? I want you to text message us or on our YouTube feed, not the Facebook feed, but on our YouTube channel where we got comments open for you. You can answer this question. Because if you're like me, Northland basketball fans, and I know you are a big fan of Fleetwood Mac. And the news just came to us a moment ago that Christine McVie, a great singer, has passed away. Terrible news, sad news from the music world. And we want you to text us and tell us your favorite Fleetwood Mac song. And we're going to draw somebody's name at random. You saw that Xavier Brown three a moment ago for the Roadrunners, and now Joey Benali. And then somebody just hit a two. I'm going to find out who that was for the Roadrunners to close out the quarter, everybody, and make it Holbrook 51. And page 23 in this boys varsity matchup. The starters probably coming out for the Roadrunners sometime soon. They haven't really spread it out. I mean, everybody in that starting lineup is getting their share of action tonight. Brandon Tapaha leads it, 12 points. Quentin Thomas with 10 points. 9 points for Noah Brown, 8 points for Xavier Brown, 7 points for Sam Francisco. He's given us a few Sam Francisco treats in the game here tonight. 51-23, Holbrook in front at the end of the third quarter. We're going to stay right here. Let you know that Northland Basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Another great season ahead with Choice Wireless. All across the Northland. Bringing you the best basketball coverage to be found out there with our team. So, if you will send a text message to this number, 928. Want to apologize. We had a momentary outage on our broadcast there, but we, I believe, are back to it, back to the live action from Holbrook High School. 53-23, Holbrook working now on the weave outside, out on top to take some of that time down, burn some clock, get it down, and look at this great defensive play. Tyree Stingley anticipated, took it away from Quentin Thomas, who got hurt on the play. Ouch. We'll take a look at the replay here in a moment, but great play by Tyree Stingley for the first bucket of the second. I guess we don't have a replay on that, maybe. So I don't know what happened exactly. Don't know exactly what happened. Let's see here. I do have one way of looking at this to see what happened to Quentin Thomas. He is going to the locker room. And he is hobbled big time Looked like he got kicked is what it was. I don't think he twisted his ankle, which is be the big concern. I think he took a knee maybe from Stingley in the shin area somewhere. He's got a brace on his leg. Now he is headed to the locker room, and the hope would be that Quentin is going to be just okay, and maybe he got a bruise or something like that. Nothing malicious at all. Great play by Stingley, and he turned that into points. Again, some of your responses on our YouTube channel. I see a lot of people like this song, Dreams. Yeah, great song, right? And there's one for Rhiannon. I love Rhiannon. Love the song. Don't stop. Everywhere. Go your own way. Big love. Here's a great one, Tusk. Love it, love it. Thanks for those responses. If you want to win tickets to George Strait this Saturday, give us a response on our YouTube feed as the Sand Devils put some pressure on Noah Brown near the Holbrook bench. Trap him out there, but then commit the foul. Another vote for Dreams. Nobody likes my song, Sarah. I'm the only one that likes Sarah as their favorite. I'm different, man. I got to tell you, I'm just a little different. There's somebody zigged when they should have zagged, and Sam Francisco throws it away for the Roadrunners. So if you comment on our YouTube feed, your favorite Fleetwood Mac song, as we honor Christine McVie, the great singer for Fleetwood Mac. She passed away today. As I recall, she'd been battling cancer for a number of years. Give us that favorite song. Tell us on our YouTube feed, or you can text us. Text us 928-313-9800. Somebody text us and said Dreams. Somebody else with a text said Everywhere, and then another vote for Dreams. Everybody loves Dreams. Yes, it's a great song. Somebody likes Landslide. Got that. Thank you. Another one, another vote for Dreams. Landslide. Dreams. Hey, there's Rhiannon. Somebody liked Rhiannon. Another one for Dreams. A lot of votes. Thank you for that. 928-313-9800. We're going to announce the Sports on Radio's Player of the Game coming up real soon. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And at the conclusion, we'll be speaking with head coach Delmar Johnson of Holbrook and the Sports Zone Radio's Player of the Game, whomever that might be. And, there's a couple of strong candidates out there. I would say that leading the way right now, Brandon Tapaha and Quentin Thomas would be your two guys. And, in fact, we might even let you guys out there as you're listening and watching, let you vote on who you think the Player of the Game ought to be, because it's so close. I don't know. How do I break the tie? Quentin Thomas is hurt, by the way. He's in the locker room, so I don't know if we could even I don't know. I'm not sure we would have a chance to talk to Quentin. He got shook up a little bit a while ago. I think he got a knee in his might have took a knee to his shin area. Another vote for Dreams with an exclamation point. Somebody said leather and lace. Dreams. Gypsy, there you go. Somebody shook it up a little bit. Love Gypsy, don't you? Here's a drive and a miss and a follow, and the shot is good, and they'll count that one, and we'll get a foul out of it as well. Joey Benali for the Sand Devils, playing with some pride here in the final moments of this one. 2 minutes and 29 seconds running clock, but a timeout here to stop that clock. Sand Devils take a timeout. 53-28 is our score. Give you that number one more time. There's another vote for Gypsy and Tusk. Go your own way. Another vote there. 928-313-9800. That's our number. 928-313-9800. You can text and tell us your favorite Fleetwood Mac song, or you can send us a YouTube chat message. Tell me lies, sweet little lies. Somebody says, hey, there we go. Digo says, I like Sarah. Danny says, I like Sarah. Wilford says, Sarah. There, now finally some people agreeing with me. Because I like Sarah. Somebody said, over my head. More votes for Dreams. And a vote for the chain. Christine McVie. It's now the first of the Fleetwood Mac legends to pass away. Three-point play is good, successful for the Sand Devils. Joey Benali knocks it down. 53-28 is what the scoreboard says, but I think it's actually 53-29. It is. They finally corrected it. And the ball goes here, knocked out of bounds. A foul committed by the Sand Devils. That was Benali, his second foul of the game. Getting your text messages means we got a pretty good group, pretty good audience out there, and a lot of people that are available to go to Vegas this Saturday. Okay, maybe some of you, maybe a number of you are going to be going there anyway. So if you're going to be going there anyway, why not go check out a concert with the King of Country, George Strait. Let you know as well, if you listen in tomorrow morning, we got 4 more tickets that we'll give away tomorrow morning on the Hatch Toyota Good Morning Show. That's the morning show on Mix 98.5 FM KRFM, which broadcasts across a pretty good chunk of northeast Arizona out of Sholo. But you can also listen to that broadcast online. The web address is 985krfm.com. That's the website, 985krfm.com. If you push the Listen Live link, you can hear the Hatch Toyota Good Morning Show. And if you've never heard it, if you didn't know that I also do a morning show in addition to doing the Northland Basketball broadcasts, you get that other side of my personality, where anything goes on the morning show. And we're going to give away 4 George Strait tickets tomorrow morning to the Saturday concert. Jaden Kinlachini hits a couple of free throws for the Roadrunners inside the final minute of this one. It's time for us to figure out the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. Somebody said Gold Dust Woman. There you go. Well, let's see. I think we've got 2 finalists here for the player of the game. That's brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. I'm thinking that Quentin Thomas, who has returned from the locker room, who's on the bench right now, Quentin Thomas is a candidate, and so is Brandon Tapaha. And who knows, maybe we give it to both of them. Maybe we just go with the 2 guys. But let me see what our production team, our producer, Derek Simmons, let's see what Derek has to say. Where are you at, Derek? I'm looking for Derek around here somewhere. So Derek's giving a vote for number 11, Quentin Thomas. How about our technical director, David Simmons? What do you think? 11? Yeah, he likes 11 too. He's going to give it. And what is Leonard Keone? What does he have to say? Is he like number 20 or number 11? He wants number 20. Okay, all right. So if I vote for number 20, that means we have a tie. We got a 2-2 tie here, and we got to figure out how to break that tie. Because, I could go either way on this one. I could go either way on this one. Thanks for all those great text messages. Somebody said Rhiannon with a exclamation points. Another great shot of those guys on the bench. Right there in the middle, Noah Brown. That group of 3 right there. That is a group of 3 guards that is as good as any 3 guards in the state of Arizona. Right there, those guys. If you are Delmar Johnson, the head coach, you have a good time with something. You have got to love having that group of guys. We had a vote change over here on our production team. Our technical director changed his vote. He says he votes for Brandon Tapaha. I got a text message from somebody out there that said number 20. That's Tapaha. By the way, Jimmy Alvarez with two foul shots good right there. 25 seconds remaining in this one. Stay with us in our postgame, would you? We'll talk with our Sports Zone Radio player of the game. We'll talk with the head coach, Delmar Johnson of the Holbrook Roadrunners, as they get set to move to 3-0 on the season. Undefeated Holbrook Roadrunners. They're going to give Page their first loss of the season. The Roadrunners travel with the ball right here. 9.4 seconds remaining. Check in one more time on our Facebook feed. Somebody said secondhand news. Wow, that's a great song. Wow. A hidden gem, secondhand news. That is such a good song. Blocked shot, but follow good, and time expires. Tyree Stingley got the final points of the game, ends the game with 12 points for Page, but none of it enough. I mean, the Roadrunners were just too much tonight. They had two guys score 12. Quentin Thomas had 12. Brandon Tapaha had 12. They each had 2 3-point baskets. Xavier Brown had 2 3-point baskets as well in the game. Noah Brown hit a 3-pointer for the Roadrunners. Sam Francisco hit a 3-pointer, that Sam Francisco treat. And so Holbrook did hit some from the outside for sure in this one tonight. Let's see, got some votes out there. Somebody said Brandon T, another one for Tapaha, number 20. All the votes on our player of the game that come across our text message, our text phone, all those votes are for Brandon Tapaha. So it's looking increasingly like we're going to go ahead and break the tie with your votes out there, everybody. Somebody else said number 12, by the way. That's Noah Brown. We got to vote for Noah Brown. Hey, man. I got a vote on our YouTube feed for Quentin Thomas. Somebody else voted for Brandon Tapaha, but another vote for Brandon T. Yeah, Brandon's got the votes. Looks like Brandon Tapaha going to pick up the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game in this one. You know, listen, I think the difference between him and the game that Quentin Thomas played for the Roadrunners tonight is that Brandon was more present defensively. He did more things defensively. He also had a number of I would think that he led the team in assists tonight as well. He scored the same in the point column as did Quentin Thomas. They both scored 12 points in the game. But I think it's fair to say that the more complete game was turned in tonight by Brandon Tapaha. And so we will give him the Sports Zone Radio player of the game in this one tonight, everybody. We're going to grab a timeout, and we'll have conversations coming up with the head coach, Delmar Johnson, and with Brandon Tapaha, the Sports Zone Radio player of the game in this one tonight at Holbrook High School. Would you stick around for our postgame? Please do. And you've got a few more minutes to give us your favorite Fleetwood Mac song on our YouTube channel, chat box thing, or text message 928-313-9800, and we'll maybe send you to George Strait just for telling us your favorite song. We'll draw somebody's name, okay? George Strait this weekend. Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Stand by, everybody.
It's that time of year again. You can feel the excitement in the air. You know what? It's our kickoff to savings event at Hatch Toyota in Sholo. And you don't want to miss our award-winning lineup of new Toyota cars, trucks, and SUVs. $24.99! $24.99! Hut, hut! New Toyota Corollas, Camrys, RAV4s, 4Runners, Tacomas, and Tundras. We have the best inventory in the White Mountains, plus our low price guarantee. And every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, our complimentary maintenance plan for 2 years or 25,000 miles. 286! Hut, hut! Don't miss our kickoff to savings at Hatch Toyota in the Northern Arizona Auto Mall and HatchToyota.com. Keeping the White Mountains rolling for 31 years.
Hi, this is Chaz Hatch. Get our statewide low price guarantee on every new Toyota. Find out more at HatchToyota.com or visit us today at the Northern Arizona Auto Mall in Sholo.
The holidays are here, and you could probably use some extra cash. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is giving away $500 cash. Not once, not twice, but every week now through Christmas. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint is known for having great incentives like dinners and movies, full-service car washes, or $100 in window tint. But did you know all of our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council? Why? Because auto glass is a major factor in your vehicle's collision support. And because your family's safety is our #1 priority. And whether you've been naughty or nice, you'll get a chance to win $500 cash given away each week now through Christmas. Call Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint today.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Cashback. Woohoo!
No matter the occasion, large, small, or just because, the Bloomhouse Floral Designs, located in Pine Top, will create the perfect bouquet to capture your moment perfectly. Offering the widest selection of beautiful and unique floral designs and accents, the Bloomhouse serves as your personal creation expert. We are open to serve you Monday through Friday from 9 to 5 and Saturday from 10 till 4. Same day and rush deliveries are available. Stop by or order online at bloomhouseflorals.com.
The team at Beam & Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam & Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam & Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam & Well Drilling.
Time now for the Northland Basketball Wrap-Up Show. A look back at tonight's broadcast of Northland Basketball. Presented by Sports Zone Radio.
Hey, welcome back, everybody. We are live at Holbrook High School. Our post-game wrap-up commencing here now. We thank you for joining us for Northland Basketball, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Big thank you as well to our good friends at Holbrook Family Dentistry. You can catch them in Holbrook on Iowa Street, and their number is 928-524-6854. They're our brand newest sponsoring partner of Northland Basketball. That's Holbrook Family Dentistry, and we thank them for joining us on our broadcast team. 3 great dentists that work there. General dentists, meaning that they can do almost any procedure you need. They can do it in-house. They can do it right there, and you are really going to appreciate their professionalism, their courtesy, and their kindness, their respect at Holbrook Family Dentistry, serving Northeast Arizona and the Navajo Nation. Well, our post-game wrap-up, we'll talk to our Sports Zone Radio player of the game. That'll be brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. We'd love to see that graphic on White Mountain Regional Medical Center fly up on your screen, everybody. I want to thank them for presenting the Sports Zone Radio player of the game. That is Brandon Tapaha. And we're going to speak to that great Holbrook Roadrunner here in just a few moments. As soon as he comes out from the locker room, we'll also talk to Delmar Johnson, their head coach. This Holbrook team, I don't know how they do it, but they know how to take a team filled with guards and go out there and play some mean basketball. And I tell you, they're so quick. They deny the entry pass as well as anybody. They're in the passing lanes all the time. They're just so smart. The sensibility and basketball IQ of these Holbrook Roadrunners year in and year out is always so fantastic. Hi there.
Hi.
How are you? So good, and the Roadrunners get an impressive victory here in this one tonight. You've got just a couple of minutes remaining, everybody. Just a couple of minutes remaining to get your comment in on our YouTube channel. Tell us your favorite Fleetwood Mac song. If you'll do that, and you can make it to Vegas on Saturday, we'll give you a pair of tickets if we draw your name. We're going to just tell us your favorite Fleetwood Mac song. That puts you in for a drawing. You'll get George Strait tickets if we draw your name, and we'll do that drawing later tonight or tomorrow morning. Determine who that winner is. Good luck to you. You can still text as well. 928-313-9800 is our number, everybody. And let's get to our player of the game. Welcome into Holbrook High School, everybody. Our broadcast of Northland Basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, and the Roadrunners run away with a 57-33 victory that really wasn't even as close as the scoreboard indicates. Holbrook was in control from the onset, and they finish strongly, play a great game, and walk away winners tonight. The Roadrunners now 3-0, and we'll speak to the Sports Zone Radio's player of the game. It's presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center, and his name is Brandon Tapaha. Hey, Brandon, congratulations on your victory tonight.
Thank you.
Well, the Roadrunners look pretty good, man. I'm telling you, 3-0 already on the early season, and tonight against Page from the onset, from the very beginning, you guys were in control. Tell us about what's going on with the team, how the team is. I mean, there's a lot of chemistry already early on this season with the Roadrunners.
Yeah, I think we have a lot of chemistry together, and that's all I say.
Well, I got to tell you, Brandon, to me, there's a term that we like to use. It's basketball IQ. It's understanding the game, and I just can't imagine there are many more basketball players out there that understand the game of basketball and each other and where each other is on the floor and just sensing and feeling where other guys are and knowing each other like your team does. What makes that happen? Why do you guys have that kind of sensibility about you? Is it playing together for a long time? What is it about what makes this Holbrook team special?
Yeah, we've been playing over the summer together. A lot of tournaments in the Valley and everything.
How long for you personally playing with these teammates like Quentin Thomas? How far back do you guys go?
Maybe, I think, back in 7th grade.
Okay. All right. So it's been quite some time, quite a while. Noah Brown, he's a little bit newer to the fold, right? But he's been there for 3 years.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Okay, so you guys are getting it done. And I'm going to ask your coach here coming up in a minute as well. So another factor about Holbrook. I just don't know how you guys do it, how the Roadrunners do it every year in and year out. But it's a team of guards. It's always a bunch of guards. Every once in a while you got a big guy, but he's usually not a big developed guy. You don't have that this year. I'm looking around. I don't see anybody over 6'1 or 6'2, tops. And how can you compete against the big teams? Because you do. You compete very well. How do you guys do that?
Well, our coach just tells us to run the ball and everything to make him tired. That's the best we could do.
That's it. Yeah. That's it. But what about getting in the passing lanes and playing defense and all those things you guys do that disrupt the other team's flow?
Well, for us, we're small, and we have to, play full court press. We have to full court press them in order to,
And you do. And you guys do it very well. Brandon, what do you think this team is made of? What do you think the potential is of this year's Roadrunners team? Can you guys go a long way?
I think so, yeah. I think we can go far in the playoffs.
Yeah. It's going to take some performances like this. And it was pretty spread out as well. That's the other thing that I noticed, Brandon. I mean, there was no clear-cut Sports Zone Radio player of the game. You won it. We voted here. It was kind of a split vote. There was some votes for Quentin Thomas. The other thing, Brandon, is we got some votes from people out there, and you got more of the votes, and that's how we ended up selecting you. But you scored 12. Quentin scored 12. Noah was right up there, 9 or 10. I mean, this team is all kind of, it seems like you're selfless. There's no selfishness in this team. Nobody out there for their own glory. Am I reading that right? Is that how it goes for you guys?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, good team play all along the way for the Roadrunners. One more thing, Quentin Thomas, he got banged up a little bit there right at the end. Is he okay?
Yeah,
What did he get, a little bruise maybe?
I think he got kneed in the thigh.
Yeah, okay. All right, that's what it looked like. As long as nothing was sprained or twisted or that kind of thing, we're all good. You got to have Quentin out there.
Yeah.
Need that lefty, right? Well, Brandon, congratulations. Great job tonight. You and the Roadrunners, you get another big victory. You're 3-0 on the year. Got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, feels pretty good.
All right, man. Thanks for being with us. Appreciate it. All right, congratulations on the win. And there's our Sports Zone Radio player of the game. That's Brandon Tapaha. And he scored 12 tonight. But he played a complete game. I mean, he was all over the place. Great defense tonight, turned in by Brandon. And a number of rebounds on a team that doesn't have a big front line. Somebody's got to get those boards, and this guy was there. And a number of assists as well. Just a complete game for Brandon Tapaha, the Sports Zone Radio player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And now joining us is the head coach of the team. So we continue on. Northland Basketball is presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, everybody. And tonight at Holbrook High School, the Roadrunners got out their season start to a 3-0 start here. Their third win as they knocked off the Page Sand Devils. 57-33 the final, everybody. Floyd Simmons here, and welcoming in the head coach of the Roadrunners, Coach Delmar Johnson, joins us now. Coach Johnson, welcome in, and congratulations on your victory.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, the Roadrunners came to play tonight. You got an early lead and you just built on it from the onset. From that point forward, Coach, you are a demanding guy. You make a lot of noise on that bench, and it seems like you're unhappy most of the time. But I got to believe you got to be pretty happy about a win tonight over Page.
Oh, yeah. I'm real happy. I mean, like I always tell the kids, we always have to come out and be ready to play. I mean, Page is not the, biggest team. They probably just like us, we're a little bit more talented or whatever with shooters. But we didn't really have the energy in the first half. That was the one thing I was upset about. But overall, I'm happy we got the win. We could have worked on a few more things, and that comes with time throughout the season. But other than that, I'm happy with this win.
Delmar Johnson, the head coach of the Roadrunners. 57-33 victory over the Page Sand Devils in this one tonight. Coach, It was a complete team win here. Nobody dominated the game on your side. Just everybody pitching in, and great game in that regard. Then as a team, but Brandon Tapaha, our Sports Zone Radio Player of the Game. Quentin Thomas had a great game. Could have been the player of the game for us. Noah Brown is capable of taking over a game anytime. Didn't take over, and so didn't run away with any individual accolades tonight. But just a great team win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. Believe me, a lot of people might not think that I'm happy about the win, but it was a great win for us. The biggest thing is we're trying to avoid injuries. I already have a player out, Tyler Tapaha. We'll find out exactly what's wrong with him tomorrow when he goes to the doctor to check his ankle. I have a senior guard out, a returner, out with a concussion. So, we're just trying to weather the storm, and hopefully we get everybody back by, January. But right now, we're just doing a pretty good job with the players we got and trying to pass the ball and just, get everybody into a groove.
Coach, the Roadrunners, I mentioned this to Brandon talking to him a while ago. The Roadrunners are never a big team. I don't know what it is, but you can't seem to find those 2 or 3 guys that can go 6'5", 6'6" for you. You just don't have those kind of kids. But you're always so competitive. You're always so good. You're always on everybody's radar screen, and it just always seems that a region championship is going to go through the Roadrunners wherever you happen to find yourself playing, and you've got another assemblage of great talent. How in the world do you do it? How do you beat these bigger teams that you can routinely go out there and beat with the much smaller club? What's the secret sauce for you and the Roadrunners?
I just think we have to play harder than the other teams. We have to do things other teams won't do. We have to pressure, full court the whole game and try to wear teams down. What we love to do is pressure and get easy buckets or penetrate and kick and get the 3. But other than that, we just go out there and play the way we're capable of playing. We don't worry about, the other team's height or anything like that. We just try and go out and play the way we're capable of playing and do it together, especially on the defensive end. But we have to get better at rebounding. That's the biggest thing. I think right now it's hurting us. We got to learn how to rebound as a group, not just one person. So, like last night it hurt us. One kid, I can't remember the name of the kid, but a post player for Chin Lee. He dominated us the second half. So if we can learn to, block out and get rebounds, I'm quite sure we're going to be one of the better teams, not just in the region, but in the state.
When I look at the Roadrunners this year being a perfect example of something that you always see, your teams are always very smart. I think that basketball IQ-wise, it's hard for me to find teams that are as developed as the Roadrunners are intellectually. Am I saying more than? Do you agree with that?
I agree with you because all we have is guards.
Guards are smart.
We don't really have any post players. We're trying to make post players. You take Tyler, for instance. We play him as a post, but Tyler plays probably smarter than anybody on the team. Passing the ball, he can shoot it. Tyler can do a lot of things, but...
How tall is he?
6'2".
Yeah, when he has to line up against some of those other guys out there...
He's my height.
Yeah, he's not the biggest guy in the world, is he? And the other thing, we got a great shot during our broadcast down there toward the end. You were able to get your starters off the floor toward the end of the game, trying to keep them healthy. And we got a great shot of Brandon and Noah and Quentin all sitting there together. I can't imagine there's a better group of 3 guards in the state of Arizona than that group right there.
I agree. And I know some people might take that the wrong way. But a lot of times kids in this area don't get the recognition that they should because of where we're playing at. If they were playing, at a bigger school, a 4A, 5A, or 6A, they would be getting more recognition, and maybe more schools would be looking at them as far as recruiting. But you know what? I'm just happy I have all 3 of them and the other guys to go along with them because, man, who wouldn't want to have those 3 guys on the team? You go to the Final Four last year and you have, 6 seniors coming back? I'm happy.
Yeah. You got good stuff. You play at Tuba City on Saturday?
Yes, long ride.
Yep. It's a bit of a trip up there, and then you get to go to Ganado on Tuesday. So you got a couple of road trips on the way.
Yes, and then we go over to Round Valley
for the tournament.
Yes, 8th, 9th, and 10th, and then that'll be it for us before Christmas break, and we don't start back up until the first of the year.
Well, Coach, great job by you and the guys tonight. Thank you for the hospitality here at Holbrook High School. You and Greg Perkins, the athletic director, we always love coming here, and you treat us well. Thank you for that, Coach, and a great victory. Congratulations.
All right, thank you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Delmar Johnson, the head coach of the Holbrook Roadrunners, and they get a win. Final score again, 57-33 as they take down the Page Sand Devils, everybody, and that's going to wrap up our week of Northland basketball. No more basketball this week for us. However, we do have a football game on Friday night. The 4A state semifinals at Snowflake High School. The Snowflake Lobos taking on Canyon del Oro. I believe it's the first time Snowflake's ever played CDO in their entire lives as a football program, and it should be a great one on Friday. And Snowflake going to be very, very cold. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. I do have to say this: we're going to provide the live video stream of it to NFHS.com. You cannot watch that game on our Sports Zone Radio YouTube or Facebook channels. Sorry about that, but you can watch the game on the NFHS.com website. It requires a subscription of $12.99, which is good for an entire month, so you can watch everything that they have for a month, including if Snowflake advances to the state championship game the following week. You can watch that as well for the same subscription of $12.99. You don't have to pay again, is what I mean. And I invite you to go to the Sports Zone Radio Facebook feed to look for a link to subscribe to NFHS.com. If you do ever subscribe to NFHS.com, please do it through a link that we provide on Facebook, because it does benefit Simmons Media and the Sports Zone when you do sign up that way. And that, everybody, is going to wrap up our broadcast coverage tonight here from Holbrook High School, from Tony Munoz Gymnasium and the Budenholzer Court here, named for the great Budenholzer family and the head coach of the Milwaukee Bucks, Mike Budenholzer, a great friend of mine personally, and we played many pickup basketball game right here in this very gym back in my high school days. A tremendous guy. That'll do it here tonight. I want to thank our great broadcast team led by our producer, Derek Simmons, our technical director, David Simmons. On camera tonight for us, Leonard Keone. And for the entire crew, I am Floyd Simmons, reminding you of the final score. Holbrook has defeated Page 57-33 tonight here at Munoz Gymnasium. And we'll see you down the road for more Northland basketball. It's presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Stay warm out there. God bless you. We'll see you next time for more basketball. Bye-bye, everybody.
This has been Northland Basketball, an exclusive presentation of Sports Zone Radio. Listen online at SportsZone123.com and download the Sports Zone Radio app for your smartphone and listen wherever you go. Join us again for the next broadcast of Northland Basketball.